For our first problem, we have here, Carlos plans to buy a car worth 900,000 pesos. If money is worth 15% compounded quarterly, how much must he deposit every end of the quarter for 1 year and 6 months? So by the phrase, deposit every end of the quarter, here we can identify that this is a ordinary annuity. The reason why this is a simple annuity because the number of payments coincides with the number of times the interest is compounded.
On this problem, it is a simple annuity and ordinary annuity. Our given, our present value is 900,000 pesos, our nominal rate is 15% or 0.15. For our frequency, it is 4 because it is compounded quarterly.
And for the time is 1 year and 6 months, so the remainder is 12, and the periodic rate is J over F is equals to nominal rate over the frequency, which is 4. The number of conversion is equal to this. Frequency multiplied by time is 4 times 1, 6 over 12 is equals to 6.
Problem number 1 is an example of simple annuity and ordinary annuity. Therefore, when the present value P is given, this is our formula. Annuity is equals present value multiplied the periodic rate over 1 minus quantity 1 plus periodic rate, quantity negative n, which is the number of conversion. And next, substitute the value. Present value is 900,000, multiply the periodic rate, which is 0.15 over 4, over divide 1 minus quantity 1 plus periodic rate, which is 0.15 over 4, quantity negative 6, which is our number of conversion. And if you will solve this in our scientific calculator, we get this 170,290.98 pesos. That is our annuity payment.
Now we have our periodic payment, which is 170,290.98. And our beginning balance 900,000. We can now begin to form this table. Start off with the beginning balance and periodic payment. This is already given. So now to get the interest periodic rate, we have to multiply 900,000 to 0.15 over 4 in order to get 33,750. Then to get the total, we have to add both the beginning balance and the interest periodic rate for us to get 933,750. Now, to get the balance at the end of the period, we just simply subtract the total and the periodic payment for us to get 763,459.0. We now place this over at the second period of beginning balance and do the same process. So we multiply this by 0.15 over 4 to get 28,629.71. And total, we have to sum this both up to get 792,088.73, and to get the second balance at the end of the period is we have to subtract again both the total and the periodic payment for us to get 621,797.75.
So in the third period, we have new beginning balance, which is 621,794.75. So in order to get the periodic rate, we need to multiply the beginning balance to the periodic rate, which is 0.15 over 4. So we can get 23,317.42. So the total, in order to get the total, we need to add the beginning balance and the periodic rate so that we can get 645,115.17. So in the periodic payment, it is given. And then, in order to get the end balance at the end of period, we need to subtract the total and periodic payment, and the answer will be 474,824.19. So in the fourth period, the new beginning balance is 474,824.19. So the same, we multiply the beginning balance and the periodic rate, so we can get 17,805.91. So we add the beginning balance and the periodic rate so that we can get the total, which is 482,600 10. And the periodic and in order to get the balance at end of time period, we need to subtract the total in the periodic payment. So we have new balance at end of time, which is 322,339.12.
Our fifth and sixth period is the same process. Beginning balance and the periodic rate is multiplied. So to get the total. And to get the balance at the end of time or period is subtract the total and the periodic payment. So we got zero balance. And so the solution is correct because the balance is zero. And to get the annuity payment is 170,290.98 pesos.
Things to remember. Simple annuity is an annuity where the number of payments coincides with the number of times interest is compounded. Ordinary annuity it is types of annuity whose payments are made at the end of each payment interval. Remember, end of each payment interval. Always remember that when the present value of P is given, this is the formula.